Raw meat is best stored at below 5 degrees. The legal maximum temperature is 8 degrees. Frozen food must be kept at -18 degrees. Hot holding must keep food above 63 degrees. Health marks. Regulation 854/2004. On products of animal origin, applied by an official vet during slaughter on carcass and primal cuts. Indicates that meat passed official inspection at an approved slaughterhouse and is fit for human consumption. It is an oval stamp which has a country code like GB or UK and the slaughterhouse approval number. Identification marks, Regulation 853/2004, applied on processed or packaged meat. Indicates establishment where last handled, for example, cutting, processing, packing. Oval mark with country code and approval number of processing plant. Canning food in airtight containers are heated in retorts, which are pressurized machines, to 115 to 121 degrees for 25 to 100 minutes, depending on acid content of food. The botulinum cook involves heating in retort to 121 degrees Celsius for 3 minutes to eliminate Clostridium botulinum. Labeling requirements for Heinz tomato ketchup. What's required on the label? Front of pack. Voluntary marketing claims, for example, 50% less sugar and salt. These claims attract customers but are not legally required. Back of pack, which includes mandatory information ingredients list, must be listed in descending order by weight. Highlight allergens in bold or uppercase as per Food Information to Consumers (FIC) regulations. Includes quantitative ingredient declaration, QID. The percentage of emphasized ingredients like tomatoes must be displayed. For example, contains 100 grams of tomatoes per 100 grams of ketchup. Okay, so let's talk about allergen declarations. Any allergens among the 14 legally required allergens must be highlighted in bold. Now, these 14 allergens include celery, gluten, crustaceans, eggs, fish, lupin, milk, mollusks, mustard, tree nuts, peanuts, sesame, soya, and sulfites. Moving on to nutritional information. This should be displayed per 100 grams, and displaying it per portion is optional. The information includes energy in kilocalories, fat, saturated fat, carbohydrates, sugars, protein, and salt. The durability date. The best before date indicates quality, while the use by date indicates safety. Storage instructions. Traceability information, name and address of the manufacturer, packer or seller, for example, Heinz UK, and the batch or lot number for traceability. This ensures compliance with the General Food Law, EC 178/2002, Articles 18, Traceability, and 19, Withdrawal or Recall. E-mark indicates the product meets EU and UK regulations for average weight tolerances during production. Why isn't the traffic light system used? The traffic light system is voluntary in the UK. Manufacturers might avoid it if the product scores high in red categories like sugar or salt to prevent deterring customers. Implications of 50% less sugar and salt. Reducing sugar and salt affects shelf life. It's shorter due to the reduced preservative properties that salt and sugar provide, texture and flavor. It may require preservatives or alternative sweeteners to maintain taste. Heinz baked beans with no added sugar. The canning process involves heating in airtight containers, known as retorts, to between 115 and 121 degrees Celsius for 25 to 100 minutes, depending on the food's acidity, to sterilize and preserve the food. The botulinum cook eliminates Clostridium botulinum spores by heating at 121 degrees for 3 minutes. Swollen or leaking cans indicate spoilage and must be removed. Best before versus use by dates. Best before indicates quality, not safety. Foods can still be sold past this date if the quality is acceptable. Use by is legally enforceable and indicates food safety. Selling or consuming food past this date is prohibited. What does the Food Safety Act 1990 require? It is the foundation for food safety laws, ensuring food is safe to eat, preventing misrepresentation, and defining offences, such as selling unsafe or mislabeled food. Section 7. rendering food injurious to health, such as adding unsafe ingredients, chemical contamination, removing preservatives, making it unsafe. Section 14. Foods must meet the nature, substance, and quality expected by the consumer. Nature means what the product is, such as you can't sell horse meat as beef. Substance means its composition, such as it can't contain undeclared allergens or non-permitted additives, or add water to juice to dilute without declaring. Quality means whether it is fit for consumption, the condition or standard of food. You can't sell food past its use-by date, moldy bread, substandard meat, or substitute an expensive ingredient with a cheaper alternative. For baked beans, beans should be intact and free from discoloration or off odors. The sauce consistency should match expectations. Enforcement actions under the Food Safety Act include seizure and detention. Seizure is conducted if the food is unsafe, spoiled, or mislabeled. A receipt for the seized items must be provided to the food business operator. You must apply to the magistrate's court within 2 days for a destruction order. Detention products are detained pending investigation or testing. A detention notice must outline the reasons and the expected duration, along with clear instructions for the food business operator. General Food Law, EC 178/2002, is the framework for food safety focusing on consumer protection, food safety, and traceability. Article 14 defines unsafe food. Food must be safe, not injurious to health, and fit for human consumption. Article 18 establishes traceability for all food and feed. Food business operators must track food at all stages, 1 step forward, 1 step back. Article 19 deals with withdrawal and recall. Unsafe products must be removed, and consumers must be informed.